I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakah, Quadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching this truth according to the Bible. Elder Malcolm posted another video, that I was getting into, and the headline that he's reading, sparked my interest because it really goes into the time that we believe that we have entered into, at the advent of this new year, this so-called new year, 2025. Because at the beginning of the year, the first day, we've already had something like 3 or 4 terrorist attacks, and different events going around the country. All right. But the headline here reads that a former CIA officer warns there are more than 1,000 al-Qaeda sleepers in the United States planning major homeland attacks. So, first of all, the CIA, is a terrorist organization in itself. It's probably the largest and most powerful terrorist organization in itself. All right, because the CIA is the founder. It's the funding and it's the network where a lot of these so-called terrorist organizations actually come out of. Back in Desert Storm. Back in the 90s, I believe the United States CIA was working with a group called the Mujahideen, which later grew into a terrorist organization. I believe it was either Al-Qaeda or the Taliban that they eventually turned into. But then you have all these other groups like ISIS, Al-Qaeda, Hamas, all these other groups all around the world, that really started with funding and weaponry from the United States. They started as the United States proxy groups to get, to carry out the will of the United States in these regions. And that's where you get all these groups from. And the CIA is the organization responsible for cultivating all of that. All right. So anybody coming from the CIA, you saying that you work for the CIA automatically tells me that you're wicked. All right. But the thing that was interesting, was that, in light of the fact that we have seen a few of these events already in 2025, all right, first 3 days in, and we've seen attacks on citizens. All right, so that this is something that is very believable. But I want to get something here. I'm going to start in 2nd Esdras. We'll start at the first verse, 2nd Esdras chapter 9, verse 1, where it says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before. Continue. It says, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So when we're starting to see these things, wars and rumors of wars, like it says in Jeremiah 28:8, the prophets that have been before me and before thee prophesy both against many kingdoms, and great countries, of war, pestilence, of evil. These kind of things are what we're talking about. We're really ultimately prophesying the downfall and the collapse of this society, this westernized society. All right. And Esau, Edom, is trying to hold up any sort of confidence in his system. All right. And we're coming against that, which is why eventually it's going to come to the point where it's the men of the Lord that are going to be the subject of these headlines. It's going to be the men of Great Millstone, the men that, prophesied on the highways and byways about America being Babylon the Great of the scriptures. Verse 3 says, Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes, and uproars of the people in the world, and we're seeing a lot of earthquakes all over the place. You can get one of those, earthquake tracking apps, that will show you everywhere where an earthquake is registered, and what magnitude it is all over the world. And there's a whole lot of earthquakes going on all over the place. And it says uproars of the people. And those are protests Okay. And ever since 2020, I feel like 2020, you know, ever since the that COVID situation, right, with the lockdowns and everything, there's been a lot more protests on the streets. Okay. And I have a feeling that 2025 is going to be a major, major year of people taking to the streets. Okay. I feel like once it warms up a little bit outside, okay, there's going to be more people taking to the streets. Okay, because people really don't like to go out in the cold and stand in the cold and protest like that. But once the snow starts to melt, I feel like we're going to see more of this. Okay, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High Yahweh spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Okay, so all of this is part of prophecy, is what this is saying. All of this was the plan. Okay, the scriptures say that the Heavenly Father wrote the end from the beginning. Okay, so all of this, right? The lies of the CIA, the wickedness of Esau Edom, okay, these sleeper cells, okay, all of the wickedness that is about to come against, okay, the true men of the Lord, all of it was preordained and predestinated, okay, according to the scriptures. All right, so let's get another one. Isaiah 59:19. It says, so shall they fear the name of the Lord Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. Okay, that's from the west to the east. Okay, east to west. And it says, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, and that's what they're going to do, because this is why they're lining up. Stories like this. Okay, they got to put the fear in the people. All right. First of all, they got to have these events take place so that the people will call for intervention. Okay, giving Esau Edom the perfect excuse, the perfect time to come in and to seize control. Okay, this concept, this tactic is called order abkeo. All right, and this is what they do. All right, this is
you can start earning 4% AP.
Slack here, y'all. Press the wrong button. But this is what they do. Okay. This is a part of their plan, their playbook. Okay. Just to say, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him. All right. So when, they start blaming the brothers, okay, and locking brothers up. All right. The Lord is going to lift up a standard against Esau Edom and the wicked CIA. Okay, Esau's wicked 3-letter organizations, the CIA, the FBI, the IRS, the whatever 3-letter organization you can think of, they're all going to be used to come after, the men of Great Millstone. Okay, the true men of the Lord. All right, let's get another one. Matthew chapter 10, verse 19 says, but when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak. Okay, so a lot of brothers are going to have to be arrested and taken in front of the courts, man. Okay, and you're going to be questioned on things like this. Okay, they're going to be talking about the videos that you've been uploading. They're going to be talking about the speech that you were uttering out on the highways and byways. They're going to be asking you questions about this because, we're going to be counted as enemies of the state. Okay, they might not, blame us for, attacks specifically. You never know. Don't put it past Esau Edom, but they will, however, consider us enemies of the state, because what are we known for doing? We're known for coming against and preaching and prophesying the downfall of Esau Edom, aka the United States of America, and they can't have that. Okay, especially at a time like this. So anything that we say can and will be used against us. All right, and that's why when this happens, Matthew 10:19, but when they shall deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak. Okay, that's, speaks for itself. You know, some brothers are going to be taken in front of courts and judges, okay, and questioned. All right. You don't got to worry about it. If you're a true man of the Lord, the Holy Spirit, Ruach HaKodesh, through Yahweh Shai, is going to be with you. It's going to sup with you during that time. And the Lord is going to work for you. Okay. Just like when the Lord went in front of Pontius Pilate. Okay. The Lord knew exactly what to say. All right. And in that time, the Lord is going to work with you and going to give you exactly what you need to speak. Matthew 24:6. Okay. And it says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet. Okay. See, this is a rumor. Okay. It says CIA officer warns there are more than 1,000 Al-Qaeda sleepers. Okay. This is a rumor. Okay. Howbeit, I do believe that this is true. Right. I believe there's a lot more than 1,000, and I believe it's a lot more than just Al-Qaeda. OK, I believe there's probably Taliban. There's probably Hamas, ISIS. There's probably all kinds of Russian organizations, Korean organizations, Chinese organizations. Right. Indian. Right. Somalian. Right. All over the world, they got people that came across that border and millions upon millions upon millions of people, all military aged males, came across that border. OK, during the time that, the border was wide open. OK, and this is what we're talking about here. Wars and rumors of wars. OK, see that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. OK, so this must come to pass. All right. Things like this. Right. The United States has to be set up for the downfall. OK. For nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. There shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. There goes the earthquakes again, right? In diverse places, right? Pestilences. And they're already talking about the next pandemic. OK, if you watch any sort of Bill Gates video, OK, he's always talking about the next pandemic and being so worried about not being prepared for what's coming. All right. And he's one of the guys, the main guys that really push that juice. OK, that shot. OK. And not only that, but there's going to be famines. OK, there's going to be a lack of bread. OK, scriptures go into what's going to happen because of that. You know, it says that neighbor shall fight against neighbor, and they shall spoil each other's houses with the sword for the lack of bread. OK, because there's not going to be enough food for everybody. OK, and not to mention that the food that people do have is poisoned. OK, it's genetically modified by Esau Edom. All right. All these are the beginning of sorrows. OK, so all of this is the beginning of sorrows, which is really the beginning of the time of sorrows, which is Jacob's trouble. OK, Jeremiah chapter 30. All right. But I just wanted to, do a quick video. I'm not going to play the video, but if you want to go watch this, it's a very good video. I suggest everybody subscribe to this channel and watch it because, just keeping up with the everyday news, OK, the world events and what's actually happening. There's not too many people, OK, that are aware that these kind of things are about to go down. OK, but the men of the Lord are going to be paying attention. They're going to be warning. OK, and they're going to be putting out that trumpet. OK, lifting up the standard upon the high mountain as we're commanded to. OK, with that, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for teaching this truth according to the Bible. Shalom.